What's going on, Bird Gang? Philly Carnage here, back, episode 3 of the New England Patriots rebuild. As you guys remember there, year 2, not the greatest year. We did get Devontae Smith and got lucky enough in the second round to get our quarterback in Justin Fields. What was it? We finished 7-9, which, isn't terrible with a rookie quarterback, but the fact that the Patriots have now missed the playoffs for the first time in 12 years. Yes, in 12 years the Patriots have missed the playoffs. So we're jumping in right away into the draft. Got a couple guys that I want. Really mad that Zach Harrison went to the Cardinals, I think, if I remember correctly. But be what it is. We need a left end. We need more pressure on the opposing quarterbacks. So, that being said, we might as well just go out there and get the best left end out of the draft in George Karlaftis. 21.
The Texans are now on the
out of Purdue. He's 6'4", 273, 80 overall. Hidden dev. Absolute monster. If his awareness was up there, it'd be even better. With pick 2, we'll go out there. We'll get a left outside linebacker. Amar Spites, 75, hidden dev, 6'1", 236, out of Oregon State. Ranked 29, we got him at 44. Nice looking linebacker to bring in to New England. So with the draft complete, we'll take a look at our draft class. George Karlaftis, that number 1, 80 overall. Lamar Spites, 75 overall, left outside linebacker. Adodole Adai, somehow, I don't know, 71, right outside linebacker. Then we reached a little bit. Tyshawn Fogg was a 66 overall. Got nice speed at 86. Mikel Wright, a 90 speed corner. Drew Hamilman and Mac Jones to round out the draft. All right, so now that we got preseason done, believe we went 3-1. Hit up the upgrades. We're an 84 overall, 88 offense, 81 defense. So I'm hoping this could be our year. With the addition of Devontae Adams, Mark Andrews, and Jair Alexander, all in free agency. Like I said, we had some money to spend. We had some holes. I've never had an opportunity to use Devontae Adams. So, Bill Belichick has been one of those guys that likes going after, some of the older, receivers, bringing in Antonio Brown, Randy Moss, all those guys that, are still dynamic. So I remember last year we got absolutely shit on by the Titans. So I want to get a feel for them. See if we can stop Derrick Henry. We'll check out what they got. Derrick Henry and Jayon Brown are their superstar X Factors. Kevin Byard, Jadeveon Clowney, Adoree Jackson, and J.C. Horn. Y'all know J.C. Horn. Joe Horn's kid. Surprised that he didn't follow his father's footsteps as a receiver, but hey, at least he's a corner.
Double it and get 10 here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tannehill on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Yes, and we stripped Derrick Henry on, his first reception of the game, which is absolutely fantastic because Tannehill, had what 3 dots that drive. He got a 3rd and 4. What is his ability? Deep out elite red zone threat. Okay. Might be able to hit him here. There we go. Pretty much once he gets outside of those numbers, he's golden. Mark Andrews able to come down with it. Down at the 2. Where he should come out with this with 7 points. Should, but we know how things work. As if I would have cut that up a little more inside, we would have had a touchdown right there. There we go. Sonny Michel in 4-6. Here we go. Tannehill looking for the short pass, but he runs it. He runs it, and he's short. Good little goal line stand there. Don't know why they're not trying to run it with Derrick Henry. I guess that's why. They find A.J. Brown on the slant. Devontae Smith able to get open on the screen pass. He does not have enough wheels to get away from Kevin Byard. Had a nice route. Nice run. Gets us down here at least in field goal range. So that's really what we can be happy about as David Andrews starts waving that he's open. Threw it a little late, but he comes out with a 4-yard reception. Go back here to this Y stick. Depending on what the linebacker does, we might have Smith again as linebacker blitzes. We don't have time. We just got to throw the ball away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Sonny Michel, get in there, man. Touchdown, Patriots.
He was trying to get it to Davis.
So I forgot to unpause the recording there. But we just got to pick. Jair Alexander able to jump in front of Corey Davis. So that free agent signing is paying off already as we get to go ahead and try a 60-yard field goal before we end the half. It's no good. Oh, it's good. It is good. 60-yarder. Let's go.
The Patriots passing game is rolling.
We might have the opportunity for Sonny Michel once again. Looks like we do. They're in man. He had it. Just ball was thrown behind him. So we'll come here. We might have Devontae Adams. Or if we don't, we could have John Ross. Who knows? If we don't have either, we just got to throw the ball away. So they can score on slants plays. That just means we can give it a shot as well. Devontae Smith. Touchdown. Jair Alexander with another interception. This time, he's returning it to the house. Let's go.
Deeper route and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying
all right. Somebody catch him. Jair Alexander able to get there to make the tackle as Adam Humphrey just torched our defense right up the middle.
They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw, Tannehill.
We get the sack. All we had to do was drop back, play coverage. Ashby, one of our draft picks from season 2, able to get in there and make the stop.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal.
We get another pick, Jawan Bentley. Just sitting there in a soft zone, and Tannehill throws it right to him. All right. So, Mark Andrews wide open. It looks like it literally went right through his hands. Look at it. Wide open here. Drop it right in here. Then 5 yards of it. Maybe we got to look at a different angle. Okay.
Hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Jawan Bentley able to get his 2nd interception of the day. Once again, just sitting back in coverage, and Tannehill throws it pretty much right to him. So that'll do it for us here against the Titans. All right, so our defense absolutely destroying the Titans. Had Jair Alexander, player of the week. 3 tackles, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Really could have went either way between him and Jawan Bentley, but Jair Alexander had that pick 6, which just brought him up over the top. Didn't have any injuries, which is great. Upgrade for some depth guys, as we get to take on the 0-1 Baltimore Ravens here in the sim. We win 35-21. So who knows? Maybe just even bringing in Jair Alexander has paid off for us. Don't want to look at that yet. So get in here. We'll look at the scouting, see what we can get done there. So big game here in week 3. Let me get my words right. But Devontae Adams and Jair Alexander get to head to their last known home in Green Bay as we take them on. They're currently 0-2. We're 2-0. Be nice to improve to 3-0 on the season. And we do 38-17. You get the win. All is right in the world. So we got the divisional matchup here against the Jets, followed by another one against the Bills. And once again, we improved 4-0 on the year. Justin Fields is your player of the week for the AFC. 279, 3 touchdowns. I'll take it. Be nice for him to keep the interceptions down this year. We had 2 new injuries. Isaiah Wynn and Devontae Smith. Great. At least we know regular season wise, Isaiah Wynn will be back, but Devontae Smith is done for at least the regular season as long as we make it in to the playoffs. So we got the Bills here, who are currently 2-1. Be nice just to improve 5-1 on the year. Be fantastic. But we lose 35-31. And we got the 3-2 Browns before we head into the week 7 bye week. But we fire back after our first loss in the year, and we get a 38-15 victory over Cleveland. All right, so looking at our free agents, we got Sonny Michel. I'm not sure if I want to re-sign him. Maybe if he can stay healthy and eclipse 1,000 yards, we might re-sign him. Jonathan Jones will come back. He wants a little more money. We want him. We got David Andrews and Isaiah Wynn because so far the draft class is absolutely horrible when it comes to linemen. We got Chase Winovich to resign. N'Keal Harry, might as well just throw him up on the trade block. I know it's late, but we might be able to get something for him. Jake Bailey, we're gonna just resign the punter just because punter. Most likely throw Demir Bird up there as well. See if we can get something, some sort of value for those two. Since, we do have Devontae Adams, John Ross, and Devontae Smith. Williams, our kicker, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, other than that, those guys we'll just let go. Look at this one. No. So, against the Browns, we had another player of the week, back-to-back weeks. No, sorry. 2 out of the last 3 weeks. Justin Fields was your AFC player of the week. This time, 333, 5 passing touchdowns. So, just based on those 2 games, he's having one hell of a year. So, we'll get up here to week 8 as we got some trade offers for N'Keal Harry. Jets want to send a 3rd, and 6th. Now, I'm all for that. But with it being a divisional opponent, that's the only offer. Maybe we can get a little better value. All right, so I was just messing around with a few and didn't really mean for it to be accepted, but N'Keal Harry is now an Eagle. And we get Devion Taylor, a right outside linebacker, most likely. We're going to look at moving him to the inside. All right, so up against the 1-5 Dolphins. Wouldn't surprise me if we lost Madden, but we barely won. 14-17. Isaiah Wynn is back, which is big because we need that extra protection, especially when we go up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Got some upgrades here. A lot of our young guys have been developing very nicely. As we got the 3-4 Pittsburgh Steelers. There's always been that rivalry. And we lost 28-7. I was hoping to see that for some reason there was an injury that was really the reason why we lost like that, but there is none. So we enter week 10 at 6-2. So we suffer another loss. 20-10. We lose to the Chargers. We're 6-3. Damn. Second place in the division right now as it stands. As we got another divisional matchup here against the Jets. And we lose again. So what the hell's going on with this team? We got the 7-3 Lions. If we lose again, I'm going to have to come in against the Bears. What? I mean, the nice thing is we're still in the playoff picture right now at the 5 seed. But we're on a 4-game losing streak. And as I said, if we lost to the Lions, we had to come in and play the Bears. So we decided instead of playing the full game, we're just going to play offense. As, we got a snow game here in New England. We're back on offense. We're on offense for the first time this game. Maybe the second. Did we get a fumble? Something happened, but we're down at the 1. We got to go 99 yards to put points on the board.
it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 26-yard
Alright,
line.
so we really have not been able to muster anything. We had that 99-yard drive that we had to complete to start the game, and the only thing we could come out of that was 3 points. And since then, we haven't done anything. Leo Mack just got injured on the play, which is actually very huge for us because he's been forcing his way in the backfield all game.
Rolling to his right.
I should have just kept running, which I will. Get Justin Fields out there. He's ran twice for 27 yards now, as we have a chance to get into the end zone, cut this lead down to 4. Devontae Adams coming across the middle here. Got him. Call our timeout, and we'll go right back to that same exact play.
A gain of 7 brings up second and
Yardage
goal.
on first down.
At the
Now can they
Bears'
punch it
2-yard
in
line.
on second and goal?
There we go. Devontae Adams getting in for the touchdown. 14 seconds left to go in the first half. And we're back on offense to start the second half, which is great because this gives us that opportunity to get back out in front. Tony Michelle's back in. He was injured earlier in the game.
Throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Justin Fields just has to make plays with his legs. And right now, he's our best rusher. And quite frankly, I'm okay with that.
And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mark Andrews beats the safety
And they'll get this well past midfield before being
for a good gain.
good yardage after a second and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's
Yep, that was stupid.
picked off by Kyle.
Damn white jerseys in the snow. Khalil Mack goes down again.
20.
Ah,
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to John Ross.
John Ross using that speed. Can he get away? He does. He goes 75 yards for the touchdown to bring this game back in reach.
John Ross.
All right, so we went for 2 to cut it down to a 3-point ball game
Back out onto the
in the third quarter.
over here in the final.
I mean, if that was me, I would have just kicked the ball. I have no shame in just kicking the ball, taking the field goal,
Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
as we get another solid run by Justin Fields on the rollout. So we're almost on fringe field goal range, but it is snowing, and we barely kicked that 60 earlier in the game against the Titans as the mere Bird, right on the outside, on the little drag, uses that speed. Now we're talking.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
Devontae Adams in the end zone. Touchdown. Let's go. Finally back on top. We got the lead again, where really, other than that initial drive where we took 3, we haven't been able to do anything as our defense, gives up more points. Try to run the screen here. See if it'll work. You got the blocking out in front. Benny Michelle able to pick up 11. Benny Michelle walks in untouched for the touchdown. We're in business. We got the lead. The Bears are without timeouts. They have a minute to go, and our defense just absolutely shits the bed.
So now we're in the final minute of the game, and the
We have a chance
This offense gets ready to take over.
to end this game. All we got to do is get into field goal range.
They'll look to throw.
Devontae Adams is there. Gets us up to the 39. Would have been nice to have enough protection to throw that ball a little farther.
This fourth quarter. So from the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to almost
There we go.
win the football
We get the
game.
victory.
This one looks good. It is
Defense was able to stop them enough for us to drive down the field with 30-some seconds left and score. So our losing streak is over. Still don't know why we even went on one in the first place. So after that win against the Bears, we had a player of the week, Justin Fields, 393, 3 touchdown passes, and 63 yards rushing. We got the 7-5 Vikings here in week 14. We win. We have another weekly player of the award, Justin Fields, 359, 5 touchdowns. So his touchdown to interception ratio better be absolutely phenomenal. Get these quick auto upgrades. And the 3-10 Dolphins. Last time it was a very close game, but this time not so much. 27-3. Justin Fields once again 339, 3 touchdown passes. We got a big game here against the Bills. Pretty much the winner of this game controls their destiny to win the division. Just right now, the Bills are in first. And we're sitting there at 7, both of the same record. So if we can win this game, that'll give us the lead. Then all we got to do is, So we lose. We lose to the Bills, and we get the Bengals. We lose there, so no way that we had to really look. Just because if we would have won, then there was a chance that if the Bills lost, we could have got in. But no, never mind. That wouldn't have worked either, just because they already had it over us. We finished 9-7. Let me throw that here into the spreadsheet. So we improved 2 games in the win column this year, but we're still down 1 overall from when we first played. Might as well we're in the playoffs, hit the upgrades. Because we got the Broncos as the number 1 team in the AFC. Houston Colts, Bills, Ravens, Bengals, and the Patriots. NFC, you got the Saints, the Seahawks against the Packers, Lions against the Niners, and the Eagles against the Buccaneers. So we'll get in here. We'll watch the moments. If it gets real lopsided, we'll hop in. So starting off, we got a 3rd down that we have to stop. We don't. Bengals go up 7-0. We're in the red zone as well. Kick it off. We tie the ball game. Our defense bent but didn't break. Good. And our offense get in. We missed a field goal. Fantastic. Able to get the ball back. All right, so we at least tied the ball game up. We got the ball at halftime. We're in the red zone. We take the lead 17-10, but the Bengals drove right down the field and tied the game up. Here in the 4th quarter, there's 3:23 left. We turn the ball over. We're coming in. We're here in the red zone. We don't want a first round exit. So if we can get in here, that'll be great. All right. So we jump in, and the play clock has already been winding. He dropped back 5 more yards.
Still first down.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by
Davante Adams is able to almost pick that entire,
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
thing up as he gets the ball and he gets in for the tying score. Now it's all up to the sim. Can our defense make a stand? And we're in overtime. We need a score. Offense drove down the field. We're back in the red zone. 3rd down. Kicking the field goal. They scored. They did not kick the field goal. They decided, screw it. We're going to go for it. And they get the 30-24 victory over the Cincinnati Bengals to improve to the divisional round of the playoffs. All right, so here we are. We got the Patriots. We got Devontae Smith back in action. Hit the upgrade for Marcus Murphy. And we'll see how the bracket is shaping out. We got the Broncos, Colts, us, and the Ravens. The Saints versus the Niners. The Seahawks versus the Buccaneers. So we were able to handle business week 2 against the Ravens. And I simmed it. I wanted to watch it. But we got the win, 45-14. We got the Colts in the AFC Championship. Brings back memories of the old rivalry between Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. But now it's going to have to be Justin Fields. And I think Phillip Rivers. We had a new injury. We lost Devin Asiasi. Okay. We still got Mark Andrews. So we're still good there. This time I'll make sure that we don't sim. We'll check out their team. Which they got DeForest Buckner as their lone superstar X Factor, Quentin Nelson, and Darius Leonard.
From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
So here we are in New England for the AFC Championship game. Nothing like being the 5 seed and hosting a playoff game. Should be a win, but then again, if you look at it, the Colts are the 7th seed, so they have been underdogs the entire way through. So we'll get right into this game. The Colts are driving down the field. Defense needs help. They score the first touchdown, and we go down 14-0. 21-0. We can't let this get too far out of reach. But we got a 3rd and 4 here. Might be able to, hit the. Go for it. Marysburg picks it up. Picked it up, right? 1st and 10. We picked it up. We're in the red zone. Let's just hop in. Since we're still in the same drive, have the opportunity to possibly get in for the score, as we'll just run a little bit of slants cheese. Devontae Smith is there. Down to the 10.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal. It's a tackle made at the 10-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down. And he'll take it into
Justin Fields with that reach for the touchdown. Cutting the lead from 3 to 2 scores. Our defense needs to figure it out and turn it around. We got the ball back. Trying to let them do their thing. They're in the red zone. Kicking, all right, 21-10. Maybe that us coming in there was the spark that they needed, as they just gave up another touchdown. Yeah, this game's over. This game is done.
It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task.
So, at this rate, we're going to be looking forward to the playoffs. Well, not the playoffs, but forward to next season as Davante Adams just goes up and grabs it. Down to the 5. Do they score? There they go. And the Colts got the ball back. And like I said, it's over. It's a 4th down. Screw it. Why not? Like I said, this game's already over. So, might as well just try. And we find him. We find Devontae Smith for a huge, huge gain on the playmaker in the divisional round. I'm sorry, the AFC Championship. So we got the Colts and the 49ers in the Super Bowl. We'll check out the Pro Bowl roster here. See if we had anybody. Justin Fields in there at quarterback 3. Davante Adams, wide receiver 4. Joe Tooney, left guard 1. Shaq Mason, right guard 2. And that's it. So, got a couple guys. Nobody on the defense, which is understandable since the defense was absolutely horrible, especially once, we got to that losing streak that we suffered. Justin Fields, 4,400 yards, 37-11. So, it's about the same yardage that he had last year, but the touchdown interception ratio is much better. Rushing, Sony Michel, 8-8. We're gonna have to let him go. Receiving wise, Davante Adams, 11-12. Mark Andrews, 8-8. John Ross, 7-3. Marius Bird, 5-5. Sony Michel, again, 11-10 total. It would have been nice to have Devontae Smith back more. But when you're out 14 games, what do you expect? We were the 16th offense and the 15th overall defense, middle of the pack. We'll look at our defense. Jawan Bentley led the way. 103 tackles, 7 TFLs, 2.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. Our first round pick, George Karlaftis, 6 sacks. Would have been nice to see more, but 16 TFLs isn't bad. But yeah, it's bad when your linebackers are better than your defensive tackle. Interception wise, really not much. Jair Alexander and Jawan Bentley only had 2 interceptions apiece, and they both came week 1. So we might as well end this season by checking out the yearly awards. MVP goes to Justin Fields. Is your 2022 MVP. Did we get Coach of the Year? No. Curious. But Justin Fields, MVP. Great to see. Offensive Player of the Year, Justin Fields. Should be a dev trade for him. If he doesn't, there's an issue. Defensive Player, we didn't have anybody. Offensive Rookie, nobody. Defensive Rookie. All right. Amar Spites, they're at 10. And George Karlaftis coming in at 2. Best quarterback goes to Justin Fields. Running back, I know we won't have anybody. Receiver, nobody. Offensive line, Shaq Mason and Joe Tooney coming in at 8 and 10. D line really shouldn't have anybody. George Kalafis, linebacker, again, nobody. DB, nope. Kicker. Now, so Justin Fields gets your MVP. That's really what it comes down to, and he gets a huge 7 upgrade points, which should bring him into the 90 overalls. And on top of that, we'll be able to finally make him that field general scheme fit. And just like that, after the upgrades, he is a superstar. You got quick draw and jukebox. All right. Jukebox on a quarterback. Yeah, whatever. We'll get in here to the free agency here real quickly. All right, so really free agency, there's not much. Nothing that's really going to improve the team. We didn't have any retirements, which is good. I know some of our offensive linemen are getting older. So we'll get right here into the draft. We'll see what we got going on. We got the 29th pick. So there are a few guys that I scouted that I'd love to have. It's going to be a toss-up if they're actually still here. We can take a look right now. And the guys I had on my big board are gone. So we need a running back. So Parker Drayton, 6'9" combine. Not the fastest in the world. Lance Mackley, the second fastest. But it's 6.6. He's a late first rounder. Don't have any receivers because we're good there. We're good on tight end. Now, offensive line was another one I was looking at. Because we definitely need linemen. But the one guy that we really wanted is out of there. So not a bad look with Mark Kilmer. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of this drafting in the blind, but I really think when it comes to running backs, I mean, he'll be available late second, supposedly. But yeah, I mean, one of these two will most likely. Wouldn't surprise me if it'll be Lance Mackley. But until next time, guys, Billy Carnage is out. On the screen, you got my socials. You got the Instagram, which Facebook, definitely trying to grow more on Instagram and Facebook. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like, drop those comments. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button. We got a few days left, and I'm trying to hit my goal of 100 subscribers by the end of 2020. But we'll get the rest of these videos out to you here shortly. Till then, have a good night. Billy's out.